Something is breaking, and it's not just your New Year's resolutions. This January, the very fabric of reality as you've come to know it is beginning to fray, and you're either going to adapt or be left behind as it unravels. This isn't just another month. It's a cosmic crossroads where the choices you make in the coming weeks will determine the reality you will inhabit. So it's time to pay close attention, because everything is about to change. The month of January is not simply the start of a new year. It's a portal, a tear in the very fabric of what you perceive to be real. This isn't just about your life. This is about the nature of reality itself shifting, changing, and evolving in ways that will challenge everything you've ever believed to be true. The intense cosmic activity we are seeing right now, with the convergence of Venus and Uranus, solar flares bombarding our planet, and retrogrades turning everything inward, are not isolated events. They are part of an orchestrated cosmic push, designed to break down old patterns and open a gateway to a different existence. It's not just in your mind. You may be feeling this as a kind of disorientation, a sense that things are not quite as they should be, or a sudden surge of emotions that seem to come from nowhere. This isn't your imagination. It's the very foundations of your reality shaking beneath your feet. This isn't something that will happen next year or sometime in the future. It's happening right now, and this month, January, is a specific window of opportunity, a key moment where you can either step into a new reality or be left behind. So if you felt a shift, a pull, or even a sense of unease, know that you are not alone, and that this is just the beginning. The opportunity that is being presented now is not just a change, it's your last chance to escape. This escape isn't about running away from your life or leaving all your worldly possessions behind. It is a conscious movement towards a higher state of awareness, a deliberate choice to step away from the old limitations of a collapsing reality and move towards a new paradigm. The reality you've been living in is beginning to fracture under the weight of these cosmic shifts, and if you continue to hold on to old patterns, old beliefs, and old ways of being, you will simply be swallowed up by the chaos. But if you are willing to engage with the change, to make active choices and take clear actions, you will find that this reality fracture opens up an entirely new world, one that was always there, just waiting for you to find it. This is not a passive event. You cannot just wait for it to happen. This is an active process that requires conscious participation, and the universe is watching to see what you will choose. This month, January, is your final opportunity to align with this emergent reality, to leave the stagnant old ways behind, and to step into a life that is truly yours, a life of freedom, abundance, and purpose. This is your last chance, so you must be willing to do the work. This is not a flight from reality, it's an ascent to a higher plane of existence, a conscious decision to finally claim your own power and move into the world that you have always deserved, and it has to happen in the next few weeks. So, if you've been feeling the shift, if you've been feeling the call, then you're already being invited to participate, and this is your invitation. The cosmic events that are currently in play are not something that is happening out there. They are directly tied to your personal experiences, your feelings, and your awareness. This isn't a random series of occurrences. The universe is showing itself through you, in you, and as you. You may be feeling this as a sudden surge of anxiety, a sense of confusion that is making it hard to focus, a kind of restlessness that keeps you up at night, all of which seem to be coming from nowhere, or perhaps you are feeling it physically, like a change in your sleep patterns, a ringing in your ears, heightened senses, and an almost electric buzzing that seems to be coursing through your body. This is all part of a bigger picture, a specific reaction to the cosmic push. You're not just feeling these things randomly. They're direct echoes of the Venus-Uranus conjunction causing disruptive energy, the solar flares bombarding Earth and activating parts of your brain that have been dormant, and the retrogrades making everything internal, forcing you to finally pay attention. These aren't separate events, these are all interconnected, part of the bigger energetic shift that is happening right now. So start to pay attention to what you are experiencing, because these are not coincidences, they are signals, the universe making itself known through your body, your emotions, and your awareness. So start taking notes, because this is part of your personal roadmap. The universe isn't trying to hurt you, it's simply making itself known, and the key is to understand how to properly listen, because what you are feeling is a direct response to these external forces, and this is the first step in understanding your own journey. This is all happening now, not next month, not next year, but right now. This reality fracture is not some theoretical event that might happen sometime in the future. It's an active process that is unfolding in the present moment, and if you are not present, you will simply be swept away by the changes, unable to steer your own ship, tossed around by chaotic waves. Time is not on your side. The window for this transformation is limited, and if you keep putting it off, if you keep telling yourself that you have time, you're making a choice to stay stuck in the old, collapsing reality, while the universe is already moving on without you. This month is not just a period of change, it's a specific, targeted opportunity to rewrite your story, to finally release what does not serve you, and to step into what was always meant to be. And the video you are watching now is your roadmap to navigate this specific window, this opportunity. If you choose to ignore the signals, if you keep brushing it off as nothing, you are actively choosing to miss the opportunity, to fail to align yourself with the new reality, and you will be left behind, stuck in the old paradigm as the world continues to evolve and move on without you. However, if you are ready to participate, if you are already feeling the shift, this video is made for you, and if you are paying attention, if you are ready to finally step into what was always meant for you, then this is the path that you are looking for, and the key is to stay present. This is not something you can postpone. It is happening now, in your own life, and you must be present to fully participate. This personal escape that you are embarking on is not just about your own personal growth or your individual desires. This is a pivotal part of a much larger, collective shift that is happening, a global awakening where your actions have profound implications beyond your own experiences. You're not simply choosing for yourself, you are, in a very real way, choosing for the collective as well, and you are part of a much bigger story that is currently being written. The universe is not a collection of isolated experiences. We are all deeply interconnected, all working towards the same outcome. We are all part of this same awakening, and the decisions you make now will contribute to the transformation of the whole. So your personal journey is far more significant than you might realize. Your actions are an integral part of this global shift. And your success is tied to the success of the collective. The limitations you feel, the fears that you hold, and the stagnant patterns that have been holding you back are not just your own. They are mirrored throughout the collective, so your personal escape is a signal to the whole. It's a way to help others finally break free as well. It's an active participation in a much greater evolution. You are not a random participant, you were handpicked, you have an important role to play, and that is why you are here, and why you're receiving this message. So do not underestimate the significance of what you are about to do. What you must understand is that there are two very different realities that are now being presented: the old one, the one you know, the one that is built on limitations, stagnant patterns, and a constant sense of disharmony, and the new one, which is defined by freedom, alignment, and a deep connection to your personal power. The old reality is fragile. It's on the verge of collapsing. It's filled with the echoes of outdated beliefs and the debris of forgotten dreams, and it will continue to unravel, unless it shifts into the new reality. To remain here is to remain stuck in the past, and you do not have to. The old reality is not sustainable, it cannot be repaired, it's time to move on, and this is not a request, it is a requirement. This escape, then, is not about leaving something behind. It's about stepping into the new reality, it's about claiming your personal power, your own sense of freedom, and choosing to fully align with the purpose that has always been calling you. The new reality is waiting. It is vibrant and full of potential, but it requires that you make a conscious choice, that you actively participate, and that you take the necessary actions to fully inhabit it. And what is at stake here is which reality you will call home, the collapsing or the new. Either you will continue to live in the chaos of the old world, stuck in patterns that do not serve you, or you will rise and embrace what the universe has in store for you, and the choice is ultimately your own. It is time to choose. Beyond the physical world, beyond what you can see and touch, there are unseen forces that are at play, forces that are shaping the very reality you experience, and it's important to start paying attention to this, because that is where the real shift is happening. The veil between the worlds is thinning, becoming almost transparent, and the lines between the physical and the spiritual realms are blurring, making those unseen forces much more visible and much more accessible to those who are ready to look. This reality fracture is not just about what you're experiencing in your daily life. It's a doorway into these hidden dimensions and an invitation to understand the deeper forces that are constantly at work, shaping and reshaping the reality that we call our own. This escape isn't just about moving from one physical place to another, or from one job to the next. It's about navigating the complexities of these unseen forces, understanding their influence, and learning how to work with them to create the life that you're here to live, instead of avoiding them. The message you are receiving here today is a kind of hidden knowledge, a unique understanding of how this all works, an invitation to finally see what has always been there, just hidden behind a veil, and this knowledge will empower you to move through the unseen aspects of your reality with awareness, clarity, and grace, and it will be a critical element of your personal journey. It's not just about what you see, it's about what you don't and what you do about it. The narrative we are creating here is one of empowerment, not fear. It is one that will allow you to understand that you're not simply a passive observer, waiting for the universe to do what it will with you, but an active participant, a co-creator of your own reality, and that you have all the power within you to create the change that is necessary for this transformation. This escape is not about something that is going to happen to you, it's about something that you will make happen. It is a conscious journey that requires clear choices and intentional actions, and this will determine the final outcome. You are not a victim of circumstance. You have the ability to shift, to break free, and to create the reality that was always meant for you, and you will do it by making the decisions that will align with the version of yourself that you want to be. The knowledge and the tools that you will find in the video that you are watching now will not just inform you, they will activate you. It will give you the power that you have always possessed, and it will show you exactly how to use it. This message is a guide. It's an invitation to fully engage with your power, to start taking the necessary steps for your journey, and to become part of a movement of individuals that are actively creating a new way of being, which you are now part of. So it's important to start paying attention, because you have a role to play, and this is how you begin. We are now going to take a closer look at the astrological events that are currently taking place in January, and how they are all contributing to this current energetic shift, because it's important to understand what's going on in order to fully participate in this escape. Venus and Uranus are in conjunction, creating a disruptive energy that is shaking things up and inviting us to break free from old patterns as the old ways fall apart before our very eyes. Mars and Pluto are aligned, a major force of transformation that is inviting us to confront our shadows, to step into our power, and to embrace what is about to come. And then we have the retrogrades, making everything internal, forcing us to really look at what we are holding on to, at what needs to be released, and what needs to be embraced as part of our process. Solar flares are bombarding Earth, activating our pineal glands, heightened our intuition, and making us feel more deeply connected to what is happening, a clear sign that we need to be paying attention. All these events are not isolated, they are deeply interconnected. They're all part of a much bigger wave of change that is washing over the planet, and they are not going to stop. These events are the framework for everything that is happening in the month of January, and they will be the focus of the rest of the message. So it's important that you understand the basic meaning behind them all, as this is critical for you to fully grasp the intensity and the purpose of what you are going through. The thinning veil between the physical and the spiritual realm is not just some esoteric concept. It's a tangible shift in the nature of reality that you're feeling, making it possible for the whispers of intuition to become more clear and more accessible, and for your awareness to be more open. This increased awareness is the result of the reality fracture facilitating a higher level of connection to both benevolent and challenging spiritual forces, all of which have their own agendas, and all of which you need to be aware of in order to successfully navigate this change. Your intuition is not just a feeling, it's your internal compass, a tool that has been given to you to guide you through this period of uncertainty, a kind of inner knowing that can help you understand the unseen forces that are now at play, and that will help you understand the best way forward. The message that you are being presented with here today is meant to give you a deeper understanding of how to tap into this higher awareness, to help you understand how to use intuition as a tool, and to give you the knowledge to start trusting in what you feel, and this is also an integral part of your escape. Because you will not be able to fully break free without listening to your inner guidance, because it's a crucial element of the process. This is the time to start paying attention to your feelings, because what you feel is not random. It's part of a bigger message, a direct connection to the spiritual realms that is helping you navigate this important period. The actions that you need to take in order to fully step into your own power and to embrace the escape that is being offered are not a suggestion, but a requirement for your success. Releasing old patterns, setting new intentions, embracing your authenticity, and forgiving yourself and others are essential steps for transitioning to the new reality, because you cannot carry old burdens into the new world. They simply will not fit. These actions are not just about being better, they are about aligning with the new frequency of the new reality, and they will determine your capacity for this new world that is waiting for you. These are not optional tasks. They are critical elements of this transition. They will help you align with the new frequencies, and they will help you fully embrace what is waiting for you on the other side, which is why you will need to fully understand them and engage with them, not avoid them. These actions are a way to claim your power, a way to actively participate in your own evolution, and this will be the basis for the rest of the video. The universe is not asking for perfection, but it is demanding participation. It is asking that you finally take a stand and choose yourself, and this process will give you all that you need to do so. The emotional shifts that you may be experiencing, the sudden waves of anxiety, the confusing restlessness, the anger that seems to come out of nowhere, or even the deep sadness that you can't seem to shake off, are all directly tied to the specific cosmic events that are currently unfolding. These are not random emotions. They are not something that you need to suppress, but something that you need to understand, because they're direct responses to the current energetic shifts that are happening on the planet and in the cosmos. The Venus-Uranus conjunction, for example, is triggering anxiety and restlessness as it pushes you to break away from old patterns that no longer serve you. The moon, in its chaotic phase, is stirring up deep emotions that need to be released, like sadness and anger, allowing you to make space for new feelings and new experiences. And the retrogrades are pushing you inwards, forcing you to confront old wounds and old traumas so that you can finally move past them. This is not a coincidence. This is a direct connection between your internal experiences and the external forces at play, and the key is to fully acknowledge and understand this, because that is how you will finally be able to manage the complexity of this change. This is the first step on your roadmap, and it will become more clear as the story unfolds. Why is this happening now? This is the question that you must start asking yourself, because this is not some random occurrence. This is part of something much bigger, a meticulously orchestrated process that is unfolding on both personal and cosmic levels. The timing of these events, with the convergence of multiple astrological forces, with the thinning of the veil, and with the increased solar activity all happening at once, suggests that there is a hidden reason behind it all, and you may be part of that reason. This period is not accidental. It's a significant crossroads, a point in time where multiple paths converge, inviting you to finally make a choice, and to determine what your future will be and why you're here, because all of this is intentional. It's all part of a greater plan. This question will continue to pull you throughout the video as the answer begins to unfold, showing you why you are here, what role you have to play, and what is waiting for you on the other side, so you will need to keep paying attention. The purpose of this moment will become clear as you continue on this path, but for now, you must understand that all of this is part of a larger story, and you are not just a random participant. The unseen forces that we are now working with are not all benevolent. They have their own agendas. Some are aligned with your highest good, and some are not. So it's important to learn to discern which is which, because they can both be quite powerful. The thinning of the veil has made all forces more visible, making it easier to connect with guides and allies, but also more difficult to ignore the shadows that have been lurking in the periphery for a while, and that are now demanding to be acknowledged. This escape is not just about moving towards the light, it's also about facing the darkness, learning to manage it, and understanding how to create a balance between both. This means that you must become more aware of the spiritual dimension and what forces are at play, understanding that some are there to guide you, to help you on your journey, while others are there to cause chaos and to distract you, and you must know which is which if you are to succeed in your escape. This message is meant to equip you with the necessary tools to navigate these forces, to help you understand the unseen dimension, and to create a framework of understanding in which you can successfully claim your power and choose your path. So, what if these forces have plans for you, and how will you know which ones are here to guide you? What seems to be chaos and disruption are also an invitation, a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation, and what is breaking apart is only doing so to make way for something far greater. What you're experiencing is a duality of experience, where destruction and creation, light and shadow, chaos and order, are all part of the same unfolding process, and the only way to properly use this powerful period is to shift your perspective and to start seeing disruption as an opportunity for change. This is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. It's an invitation to finally break free from what is holding you back and to step into the next version of yourself. The chaos that you're currently experiencing is not meant to break you, but to liberate you. It's meant to help you release the old and make way for the new. And it is only when you fully understand this shift that you will start to see what the universe is trying to show you. This is your time to grow, to transform, and to finally choose your own path. And if you are willing to engage with all of it, you will come out stronger, clearer, and more aligned with who you're truly meant to be and what you came here to do. And this is what the message is about. This discomfort is a necessary part of the process, and it will lead you to your highest expression if you let it. The information we have covered is only the tip of the iceberg, a small glimpse into the larger story that is currently unfolding. There are deeper truths about the nature of this reality fracture. There are more profound implications to this shift, and the full potential of this escape will only begin to reveal itself as the video unfolds. This is not the end of the road. This is the beginning of a journey where layers upon layers of truth will continue to be unveiled, all of which will directly impact your understanding and your journey. The stakes are about to get even higher, and it's crucial for you to stay present and keep paying attention, because everything you need will be provided here as the story unfolds. You must prepare yourself, because what is coming is even more dramatic than what you have already experienced, and the time to get ready is now. This is just the beginning, and the rest will be revealed. The escape that you have been invited to embark on is not about physically abandoning your life or running away from all that you know. The true meaning of the escape that you have been preparing for lies in a profound shift in your own awareness, a complete transformation in how you perceive both yourself and the reality that you inhabit. The old version of reality, with all its limitations and perceived restrictions, is breaking down right now under the weight of the energetic shift. And if you are still waiting for something to magically change around you, you will simply be left behind, while the rest of us move towards the new world that is waiting. This transformation isn't something that will magically manifest in the external world. The real changes need to happen within you as you move past the limitations that you have been carrying, the fears that have been holding you back, and the limiting patterns that have been keeping you stuck in a loop. And it is only when you're able to see that the real prison that was holding you back has always been your own mind, that you will finally be ready for this escape. To break free from the shackles of the old and to finally move into what is waiting for you. The reality fracture is a powerful invitation to transcend the illusion of the physical world, to see beyond the mundane, and to understand that your true power lies within your ability to consciously shape your own experience, and not by simply reacting to what is being presented to you. This is the key, and this is why you needed to hear this message, because the only way to truly escape is by finally changing your perception. The cosmic triggers that have been discussed, the conjunctions, the flares, the retrogrades, all of them are not some random events that are happening somewhere in the distance. They are all intimately connected to the way you've been feeling, the restlessness in your body, the anxiety in your mind, and the deep emotional shifts that you've been experiencing. The patterns you have been observing, how your sleep cycles have been changing, how your senses have been heightened, and the way you've been interacting with the world around you are all linked to very specific shifts in the cosmos. And now you have the tools to finally start understanding what is going on, and this is a key part of your escape. Because this understanding is how you move from a passive observer to an active participant in your own life. If you pay close attention, you will see that every sensation, every emotion, and every experience has been directly tied to a very specific energetic movement. And the more you practice paying attention, the more you are able to understand the deeper meaning behind it all. So it's time to start taking ownership, to be your own detective, and to start using all the tools that have been provided to guide you in this journey. This is your compass, and this is your key. This is the tool that you need to move forward, so use it wisely and be present. The universe is talking to you. Are you finally ready to listen? The discomfort that you may be experiencing, the chaos that might be swirling around you, and the general feeling of unease that might have been present in the last few weeks are not a sign that you're doing something wrong. They are not random occurrences that are there to make you suffer. They are a purposeful dismantling of the old, a necessary process for the new to emerge. The chaos is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced, a powerful catalyst that is breaking down all the old patterns, beliefs, and structures, creating space for a new version of yourself to step in. And it is only when you understand that destruction and creation are part of the same dance that you will start to understand the real potential that is lying behind all of this. This reality fracture is not something that is happening to you, but for you, it is a carefully designed shift that is meant to help you release the old, to finally break free from all the limitations, and to fully embrace your highest potential. And this is the only way that you can move forward. It's the storm you needed to break you free. There can be no growth without the discomfort, no transformation without the chaos, and no new dawn without going through the darkness. So embrace the ride and trust the process, because there is a very specific purpose behind all that you are experiencing. The power that you have been given is not the power to control everything that happens outside of you. The real power that you possess is the ability to decide how you choose to interact with the reality that is being presented, and to fully understand that you are not a victim of the circumstances. You are the active creator of your own experience. And you are the one that is in control of the actions that you take. This shift isn't something that is going to magically happen to you. This is a conscious creation that is guided by your decisions and your intentions, and the escape that is offered here is not a passive event, but a highly intentional act, a choice to step into the role of a powerful creator that finally understands their own nature. The energies of the reality fracture that you are experiencing are not something that is being imposed upon you. They are an invitation to engage with your own inner power, to step into the role of your own guide, and to finally start shaping your world with intention, instead of waiting for something to happen. The power to create your own reality comes from your own conscious choices, your intentional actions, and your focus, and the escape that you are about to embark on is the path that will lead you to fully embody this power. Your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings shape your experiences, and that is the secret that you needed to finally hear. This individual escape that you are embarking on is also part of something much bigger than you. It is a very important part of a global shift toward higher consciousness, a movement that is encompassing not only you, but all those who are awake, all of us who are ready to move into the new reality. Your journey isn't a solitary path that you are taking alone. It's an interconnected web where every choice, every action, and every step you make will create a ripple effect that will influence not just your own life, but also the world around you, the lives of those you touch, and the path of those who are just starting to wake up. The personal transformation that you are choosing is directly contributing to a collective transformation, and the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the intentions that you set will play a part in a much grander evolution. So never think that what you do doesn't matter, because it is, in fact, crucial. The old limitations and the old patterns that you are breaking free from are not unique to you. They are mirrored throughout the collective, and when you start to free yourself from them, you are not just showing yourself a new path, but you are showing it to everyone else, and that is why you were chosen. That is why you are here. That is why you needed to hear this message, because what you are doing is helping us all. You might feel alone, but you are not. We are all working toward the same goal, and your journey is part of our journey. The old reality, with all its rigid structures and fixed perspectives, is based on a very specific idea, the idea that everything is black and white, right and wrong, good and bad. But this new reality that is emerging is based on something much more profound. It's based on an understanding of duality, an understanding that it is not a conflict of opposites, but a balance that brings a more complete view. The chaos and the calm, the shadow and the light, the destruction and the creation are all part of the same dance, and it is only when you truly understand that these forces are complementary aspects of the same whole that you will be able to embrace them fully. What you are going through will present you with challenges, and it will be tempting to choose one side over the other, to reject the darkness and to embrace the light. But true balance comes from a place of acceptance, from a place where you can see both sides as necessary, both sides as important, and to navigate them with grace, because they are always intertwined. They are always part of the same thing, so why would you fight against it? Duality is not something to be feared. It is not a force that is working against you. It is a path for understanding, for growth, and for balance, so embrace both sides of the coin. There is no light without the dark, and there is no growth without discomfort, and that is something you must carry with you in this new reality. The choices that you are making during this time of the reality fracture will have a lasting impact on your life, and the escape that you are about to embark on is not just something that is going to happen in January. It's the beginning of a continuous journey of growth, a path of self-discovery, and a commitment to consciously shaping your reality. This shift, this new alignment, will create long-term stability, empowerment, and a very deep sense of purpose in your life, and it is only by embracing it fully that you will be able to experience the fullness of what it has to offer. The actions that you take now, the intentions that you set, and the new patterns you create will not just determine what your immediate future will be, but they will set the stage for the rest of your journey, and this is why it is so important to pay attention, to understand what's at stake, and to choose wisely, because this moment will determine the rest of your path. By engaging with the transformation that is being presented to you, by fully embracing the power that you hold, and by moving past all the limitations, you are not just escaping the old, you're stepping into a life that is more harmonious, more fulfilling, and more aligned with your purpose. So remember what you are doing here, because it matters. The person that will emerge from this will be completely different, and that new version of yourself will be entirely your own creation. That is what you must understand. The transformation you are being invited to participate in is not something that is going to magically happen to you. It's a conscious creation, a result of your own deliberate effort, your active participation, and your unwavering commitment to your highest potential. You are not a passive observer, a mere recipient of cosmic energies. You are an active participant, a conscious architect of your own experience, and when you embrace this truth, you will unlock a very deep sense of freedom, a sense of purpose, and the ability to move through this world with grace and intention. The escape that has been offered to you here is not a journey that you will take alone. It's an invitation to actively shape your reality, to fully step into your role, to take full responsibility for your choices, and to start creating the world that you want to inhabit. The power to change is in your hands, and it has always been, but you needed a reminder, and that is what you've been presented with, a guide, an invitation, and a roadmap. It is now up to you to act, so let's begin, because this is the time to become the master of your own destiny, and the universe has provided the opportunity. It is now your turn to decide what you will do with it. So, why is this all happening now? This is the question that we started with, and it's the question that we must now answer. All of these events, the cosmic alignments, the energetic shifts, the thinning of the veil, are all part of a meticulously orchestrated plan that is unfolding on both personal and cosmic levels, and the timing is not random. This is not just a coincidence. This is a very specific window of opportunity designed to invite those who are ready to step away from the old reality, to embrace their power, and to move towards the new. The implications of this are not just personal. Your individual journey is part of a much larger collective awakening where the actions you take and the choices you make will have a profound impact, not only on your own life, but on the world that is around you, and your participation is absolutely key to the final outcome. The escape that is being offered is not a passive act. It's a conscious choice to step into your power, to claim your role as a creator, and to fully embrace the freedom that comes with it. And all of this is happening now, because this is the time, this is what you have been preparing for, so do not waste the opportunity. Now you know why all of this is happening. It wasn't random, and it was a very specific call for those of us that are ready, and you are one of them. The emotions you have been experiencing, the anxiety, the restlessness, the fear, and the sadness, are not random. They are directly linked to the specific cosmic events that have been discussed throughout the video, and understanding this connection is the first step to regaining your power and to creating a more balanced approach to managing these intense shifts. When you feel restless, for example, go back to your notes, look at the chart, and notice what is happening in the sky, because the likelihood is that the energy of Venus and Uranus is at play, and that is a clear sign that the universe is inviting you to break free from old patterns. When you feel sadness, pay attention to the moon, and know that that is a sign that you must release old wounds and old patterns so that you can make space for the new to come in. And if you feel anger, look towards Mars and Pluto and understand that you are being invited to step into your own power, and that this is how you take control. The universe is not throwing chaos at you. It is providing you with a map, and these emotions are a part of that map, so instead of reacting, engage and be the observer. This is all part of a very specific code, and the more you pay attention, the more you understand it, and this is a critical piece of knowledge that you will need to carry with you moving forward. If you feel restless, go to the chart, what is going on? And then, choose to act from a higher place, instead of letting it overwhelm you. And what about all those lingering questions, those doubts that might have been whispering in the back of your mind, the questions that you couldn't quite articulate, but that have been there, influencing your every move? What if you do not understand it all? What if you have a hard time seeing it or making sense of it? You must understand that uncertainty is also a part of the journey, and that you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know every single step you'll be taking, or fully understand everything you're experiencing. The important thing is to trust the process, to keep learning, and to know that the answers will come when you need them, and only when you need them. You have been given everything you need. You have been provided with all the tools that are necessary to successfully navigate this period of transition, and you must have faith in your own capacity to grow, to adapt, and to move into your full potential, because you were not brought here by accident. This is a path that was designed for you. This is about embracing the mystery, about letting go of the need to control every single aspect of your journey, and about knowing that sometimes not knowing is a blessing, because it leaves space for something new and unexpected to come into your life. There might be things you don't fully understand, and that's okay. The important thing is to trust the process, and the answers will come when you need them. The tension that has been building, the questions that you have been asking, and the feelings that have been swirling are all now shifting into something new, and the fear and uncertainty that may have been present at the start are now beginning to transform into a feeling of empowerment, a sense of hope, and a knowing that you are fully equipped to move forward with grace, clarity, and intention. This escape that you've been offered is not a message of doom, it's a message of freedom, a celebration of the power that you hold within you, and the ability that you have to create the reality that is truly meant for you. You are not alone, and you are not a victim of circumstance. You are a co-creator of your own destiny, and you have all that you need to step into your fullest potential, so take a deep breath and trust your intuition, because that's all you need. This is your moment, and it is time to finally claim your power, and know that you are supported every step of the way, so step into it boldly, and without any fear. This isn't a message of doom. It's a message of freedom and of choice, and you are more than ready to take it. And what about the future? What's next after this escape? What else is waiting for you on the other side of this transformation? The journey that you have embarked on is not a final destination. It's the beginning of a new chapter, a starting point for a life that is more aligned, more fulfilling, and more authentic than anything you have experienced before. And this is a call for you to begin questioning the limits of what you thought was possible. What you will create from this point on, what your life will look like, and what will be your next steps into this new reality will all be shaped by the knowledge that you have acquired, the actions that you take, and the intentions that you hold. This escape is not the end. It's the beginning of a new kind of world, a world where you are in charge, and your potential is only limited by your own capacity to dream. The power is in your hands. The universe has provided the opportunity, and the rest is up to you. So what is the next step you will be taking? Now that you finally know that you can, what will you create next? What will your life be like when you embrace all the power you now know that you hold? The ripple effect of your personal transformation will not be limited to your individual experiences. It will extend to the collective, creating a wave of change that will inspire and empower others to seek their own truth and to step into their own power. Your actions, your decisions, and your very presence will be a beacon of hope, a reminder that it's possible to break free from the old reality and to step into a world that is filled with harmony, abundance, and peace, and that you are part of something much greater than you. Your escape will not just transform you. It will transform the world around you, it will encourage others to awaken, and it will help shift the collective. So never think that what you are doing is small or unimportant, because it is not. You are here to contribute to a greater evolution, and you were chosen for this specific task. Just by you embracing your true self and your power, you are creating a new world. What can you create with that level of freedom? The possibilities are endless. Share your personal stories and your experiences in the comments below. Let us all learn from each other's journeys, connect with like-minded individuals, and create a powerful community of light workers that are all committed to stepping into their full potential and into their new reality. This space is for you. It's an invitation to share your wins, your challenges, and your questions, and to connect with others who are also on this path, because what you are doing matters, and you do not have to do it alone. It's time to start building the community that will support you moving forward, a community of light workers that will understand what you're going through, and that will share the same purpose. So let us all help each other, and let us all thrive together, because that is what we are here to do. The time for hiding is over, the time for being silent is done. It is now time to be seen, to be heard, and to fully embody your own power. Share your stories. You are not alone in this, and by sharing you will connect with others that are in the same space as you, and that is truly powerful. This journey that you have embarked on is only just beginning, and there is much more to learn, and so much more to explore, so keep paying attention, keep questioning, and keep engaging with the unfolding story of your own transformation. There will be new videos, new insights, and new opportunities to dive deeper into the concepts that we have discussed here today, and we will continue to explore the deeper meaning of the reality fracture, the nature of the unseen forces, and the unlimited potential of personal growth as it keeps unfolding. This is not just about one video. This is a continuous conversation, a collaborative exploration, and a joint commitment to creating a new world, a more beautiful world, and if you want to be part of it, please remember to subscribe and keep paying attention because there is so much more to come. This is just the beginning. The journey continues and there is much more to explore. Stay connected.